Another milestone smashed out the park. £81,000 over my two portfolios on Trading 212. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment on the videos. And every milestone that we hit on the channel, we do a giveaway. So the next one will be at 600 subscribers. And the reason being, as we just released an interview with the CEO of Ondas Holdings, and that video went wild. We've got about 4,000 views on it now, but a lot of the people that were commenting wasn't subscribed, so they wouldn't see the giveaway necessarily. So we will be doing one at 600 and we'll be doing more of a giveaway. And let's get into the video. So as always, before I go into the portfolio update, I do like to discuss my buys and sells that I did between the month of August and September so far. So there wasn't much activity that happened within the portfolio. So I did make a change and decided to get rid of my AMD shares. I do think long term it's going to be a very promising stock, but short term, I feel like with the volatility with everything happening with China and everything else, I wanted to put my money elsewhere. So I decided to sell my shares for now. And on the other side, with buying, Ondas Holdings took a lot more of my money this month, and I've decided to pick up a lot more of these shares, which you will see further down in the portfolio. And as you've seen, I did say £81,000 and it does say 74. That's because I have started using the GIA account. So let's look in there and see what's in there before we have a look in the stocks and shares ISA. So in the GIA account, it's pretty straightforward. Just been buying some Ondas shares here. So we've accumulated 1,721 shares, currently up by 8.65%. Market is in pre-market, about to open, so it is moving slightly. But yeah, we've got 7,000 sitting there in the GIA account. So let's look at this stocks and shares ISA. So this is the stocks and shares ISA, and this is where the magic really happens. So over the last year, we're currently up by 132%, which is £34,000. And in here, we've nearly 74,000. As I said, we are in pre-market, so there is a bit of volatility and it's up and down at the moment. So in my portfolio, it's a breakdown of three portfolios that I hold within here, three pies. So we've got the growth pie, we've got the dividends pie, and we've got the funds pie. And at the bottom here, we've got defense holdings and Big Bear AI. The defense holdings is a little bit of a meme that me and the lads are having in the Discord chat. And if the Discord does sound entertaining to you, it's down below in the bio description. The WAP link, it's $4.99 a month. And some of the stocks that you'll see here today are some of the stocks that we discovered in there that we found together. And there's nearly 1,000 members of some great investors in there, some great knowledge. So for 18p a day, it's totally worth it. And the server's great. So here we're going to go into the funds first. So the two ETFs that I do hold is a Vanguard S&P 500 DIST. So again, we're up by nearly 16% there. And the All World, we're up by nearly 12% there, which is great. Again, these pies, I put like £100 a month into them at the moment. Just let it accumulate over time, set and forget it, just sort of forget that it's even there. Dividends, I do a separate video on these all the time. The UK is struggling a little bit at the moment, and there's a lot of just bad news all the time. It's not fantastic. It is making me rethink a lot of holding dividends at the moment, but that's the story for another day. We do the videos for these separate, but in here we do have Legal & General, NatWest, Aviva, Lord Bencher, Gamma, National Grid, GSK, Vodafone, Tesco, 3i, Bunzl, Franklin and Halfords. And as you can see, all of them, bar one or two, have got green and they are in good positions. I mean, NatWest was up by 30+%, and it just goes to show that the UK is just not really moving that great. Again, in the growth one, so in the final pie, I did get rid of AMD, which we did discuss at the beginning of the video in the buys and sells. And four of the main positions that I hold here now is AST. Now AST is a long-term play. I plan to keep this one till 28 plus, and I don't really feel like this one's going to move that much until full infrastructure is placed. They are putting the satellites up, so it's completely signal on your phone all the time. They'll be using it for in the army and stuff like that. It's a fantastic stock, but it's also one that's not really going to be its full potential till years down the line. So it's one of those ones that you're going to have to hold for a bit. Nebius, most people know about Nebius now. This stock I was buying in its low 20s, late teens. And it's been a fantastic stock. I was up by much more on the percent-wise, but I've also averaged up. I wanted to build out more and more of a position in this. I think it's fantastic. SoFi, another great stock. Started buying this at 18. I bought it all the way down to 7-8 range. Carried on buying more. We're up by 84.87%. And I think this is just beginning. Towards the back end of this year and continuing, the growth's just going to be phenomenal. Crypto's coming back in. Fantastic stock in my opinion. And Ondas Holdings, the most recent one to the portfolio, absolutely got so much conviction in his stock, it's unreal. We're up by 60%. We was up more, but again, we averaged up in this one. It was the first stock that I reached over 100% on the holding. A fantastic stock. Again, the interview with the CEO that I just did, which I'll put down in the description, was absolutely amazing experience. Can't believe I got to do that, but it was great. And I feel like this one it's only just starting. We're currently sitting at 546, 550. Like I say, it's pre-market, so we are moving. We've just hit market open, so yeah, it is moving. So you'll see it going up and down, but I hold a lot of shares in this and I've got a lot of conviction in it. And I think it's going to be an absolute banger for the future. So yeah, if you do like some of the stocks in this portfolio, please leave a like and leave a comment down below. What stocks are you invested in? And again, for every comment that you put on the video, you will be put into a draw. And once we hit 600 subscribers, we'll do a draw just like we do on all the other videos. And we do give away cash and Amazon vouchers, lots of stuff. So get involved and thank you very much for watching.